Good day, grade 8 students. This is Miss Mayani. Love and share Christ. Let's enjoy the learning activities. Look at the pictures. What can you say about your physical appearance? That's right, they are black. What else can you say about how they look? Correct, they have curly hair. What about the environment they are in? Great, it is full of trees. But do you know who are these people? If not, let's get to know them. Pygmy. They are pygmies. Pygmy is one of the many races of Central African negritos found chiefly in the great forests of the equatorial belt. They are the shortest of known races, the adults ranging from less than 4 to about 5 feet in stature. They are timid and shy, dwelling in the recesses of the forests, though often on good terms with neighboring Negros. Pygmies are found in Central Africa. Central Africa is rich in natural resources and has played a large part in history and continues to play a role as a reservoir for the export of raw materials to the industrialized nations. In particular, wood and more recently, petroleum are the main exports. The uses of the forest are multiple, including non-wood forest products collection, and vary from low-impact harvesting to high-intensity commercial logging. Central Africa is not a uniform political or socio-economic entity. More than 70% of the population in Central Africa is rural, although Gabon and the Congo are the most urbanized. Population densities in certain regions are among the lowest in Africa. However, Rwanda and Burundi are very densely populated, with 90% of their population living in rural conditions. In general, Central African countries are among the poorest in the world, with the exception of Gabon. Central Africa also has their own folklore. But what is a folklore? Folklore refers to the tales people tell, such as fairy tales, tall tales, and even urban legends. It is typically passed down by word of mouth rather than being written in books, although sometimes people write down collections of folklore in order to preserve the stories of a particular community. The key here is that folklore has no author. It just emerges from the culture and is carried forward by constant retelling. Today, we are going to read and learn about the story of the leopard, which is a folklore from the Central Africa. But before we proceed to the story, let us first unlock the unfamiliar words. First, we have leopard. Its scientific name is Panthera pardus. It is the fourth largest cat in the world, one of the 4 big cats in the Panthera genus, along with the tiger, the lion, and the jaguar. Next, crouched. It means to squat, to fawn, or an animal in attacking position. Next word is paralyzed. It means to affect with paralysis or to bring to stop. Next, keen, which means eager, enthusiastic, shrewd, or intense. The next word is budge. It means to shift or move. And lastly, we have the word courage, which means bravery, fortitude, or spirit. I have prepared 2 questions for you to ponder. First, what is your greatest fear? Next, are you willing to die for someone you love? The story The Leopard revolves around three main characters, namely Ki, Luetzi, and Nisho. Ki is the husband and he is brave. Luetzi is the wife and she is doubtful. And Nisho is Ki's brother and he is fearless. The story happened in Central Africa. Now, let's recall the important events in the story. The story began telling that Luetzi wanted to visit her mother in another village. Ki agreed and gave her a piece of meat to take with her. He couldn't go with her but promised to fetch her after 4 weeks. Afterwards, Ki was bitten by a snake and couldn't fetch Luetzi. So he asked his brother Nisho to go and get her instead. Nisho and Luetzi walked the way home when a leopard suddenly appeared. The leopard made a stance to attack. Nisho threw himself on the leopard and stabbed its heart. The leopard fell but ripped Nisho's shoulder. The leopard died and Luetzi thought of testing the bravery and love of Ki for her. She then made a story with Nisho. Nisho ran to Ki's house and told him about the leopard's attack. He relayed the story in the words of Luetzi. Ki ran into the scene and made a jump for the leopard with his foot still badly hurt. With what Ki has done, Luetzi proved that her husband truly loves her and is also courageous. Now, let's talk about the lessons that we learned from the story. In the story, the three main characters proved to be brave when faced with life or death situation. I think almost everyone will be fearless when we are in a situation wherein our life is threatened. Next, love is also proven and tested in the story in Ki's action. Even if Ki was badly hurt because he was bitten by a snake, he still ran as fast as he could so he could save his wife. Truly, when we love a person, we can do anything for them, even if we will still be risking our own life. Remember, action speaks louder than words. If you love someone, don't just tell them, but show them. That's all for today. I hope you learned something beautiful from our discussion. This is Miss Mayani. Love and share Christ.
Life update. It's 5:31 a.m. It's just getting bright outside, and the pygmies have been up all night drinking, smoking, and dancing around the fire, singing their songs. I feel like I'm dreaming right now. I cannot explain to you what is happening, but I can't make this stuff up. What's up everyone? Today I'm going to introduce you to the humble life of the Pygmy tribe in the Central African Republic. You see, I'm simply fascinated by how people on our planet live, from the remote tribes of the Philippines to the Eskimos of Greenland to the indigenous settlers of the Amazon. For me, observing these unique cultures is like hitting the refresh button on life since I spend most of my time in big cities. It's a gentle reminder that humanity everywhere is beautiful. The incredible continent of Africa is without question the most diverse continent and is home to the majority of the world's most remote tribes, such as those in the Omo Valley of Ethiopia and the Himbas of northern Namibia. But in today's story, I will be taking you deep inside the Central African Republic for something even more special. Scattered around the dense tropical forests of Central Africa are an ethnic group called the Pygmies. About 900,000 of them in total can be found mostly in Gabon, Cameroon, the DR Congo, and right here in Central African Republic. The pygmies are known to have an intimate relationship and connection with the forest because it's been their beloved home for centuries upon centuries. I wanted to spend a full 24 hours with the pygmies to really immerse myself in their way of life. So my friends and I took a long road trip southwest of Bangui to a very remote area of the country. We're somewhere in southwestern Central African Republic, and we're in the middle of the forest, and we're about to get dropped off to hang out with the pygmies for 24 hours. I have no idea what to expect, but it's going to be a hell of a journey. We parked our car when the dirt road ended, picked up some locals who know the area and the dialect, and walked some 2 hours through thick forest. I nearly gave up, it was so challenging and humid. We're walking for like an hour and a half, so I don't lose energy. Oh my god. We're just in the middle of nowhere. I can't believe there's people living in the forest.
Yeah, pygmies live there.
There's nothing around here except for tall trees. And then, out of the clear blue, like seriously in the middle of nowhere, we arrived. Hi. We just walked 7 kilometers?
7 kilometers.
Wow. The pygmies live a simple, stress-free life, which involves gathering fruit, harvesting spices, and hunting game like gazelles. What is your role in the community?
He's like the chief here.
He's the chief. So how many people live in this area, this part of the forest?
Okay. There are 200 people.
200?
Pygmies here.
Amazing. Talk about like the general life here. Like.
From 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. they used to go in the forest down there to fish and to hunt.
Where I'm from, everybody's always stressed, and in big cities, people live stressful life. So here, do you have to worry about anything?
He say everywhere you can get stress. When he's not able to feed his kids, he can get some stress and pressure. But what he do want for his community is some kind of school and hospital and pure water.
They live one of the simplest lives that humans can live, with no touch of modernity except maybe their hand-me-down clothes. They have no phones, no cars, no electricity, no internet, no TV, absolutely no connection to the outside world. They've also never left this forest, and while that may sound bizarre to you, they dance, they smile, and from what I'm seeing, they have a great life. Have you ever left here to go into town, or you always stay here?
Never.
Never?
Never.
So his whole life is staying here?
All life is here.
Does he have any interest, and does he ever want to check out the other side?
He said he doesn't care about what is going on this side.
He doesn't care at all?
He doesn't care at all. He's happy here, he used to hunt here, eat here, live here, that's all.
Have you ever met someone like me before? Have you ever had a visitor into your village?
Say that it's first time to see someone like you.
What do you think about this place?
It's quite beautiful, man. Natural, it's fine. People are friendly, I'm really good, man. I feel good.
If we took these people to Bangui, what do you think what would they do?
It depends. As for the elder one, I think that they won't like it because they grew up here, they were born here and they feel comfortable here. The youngest one, they might want to stay over there. So they will discover light, music, how things are going.
Genetically speaking, the pygmies are among the world's most unique people because of their height. On average, pygmies are 35% shorter than the standard human being, and anthropologists still don't know why this happens. So you're from Bangui, and look at the height difference. You can see inside their houses are tiny. I'm taller than the roof. Oh man. They live in makeshift homes built from trees. Their earrings are twigs. They have their own language, which is only spoken, not written. They tattoo their faces for beauty. On your face you have these amazingly beautiful tattoos. How did you get them, and what's the purpose of them?
She did it with traditional razors.
And what's the reason that she does it?
It's for beauty. She did it for beauty. Yeah.
Well, I think it's very beautiful. They have no material possessions. Every day is the same. What do you enjoy the most about life?
He say What he wants the most is just working, hunting, cultivating. That's his joy. He like working a lot. That's what he wants.
What I've learned from speaking to the pygmies is that they don't ever want to be in a civilization. So do you ever have any interest in going to a town, or you just want to stay here?
Oh, so singular.
He's not very interesting about going in town. He is comfortable here.
So you caught a gazelle, and
Yeah.
how many hours did it take you to catch it?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
How do you know where to find it, or do you just look at random places?
Put on some traps that catch them, and then after you come just to shoot.
How often does he do this? What he's doing?
Wait, he's focused on cutting it. He used to do it every day.
Every day. Ask him what's his favorite meat to eat.
He said that today he's lucky. That's his favorite food.
Really?
Yeah. He said that he hope you are not too afraid to watch him cutting the gazelle like that.
I'm not afraid.
He said okay.
Well, it took him about 20 minutes from sticking his hand in the gazelle and skinning it out until it's almost ready on the fire. And it's burnt to a crisp. Pretty impressive actually. He's got it down to a science, the chief here. So it's almost dark, which means I gotta shut off the camera because there's no light in here. But yeah, we're gonna sleep here, so we need to figure out where we're gonna sleep because there's a lot more people here than I thought. And there's not enough houses, so I think we're gonna sleep on the dirt floor. Really curious to see what happens here during the night because I have no idea. So it's time to sleep, and there's so many mosquitoes that are just destroying me right now, and I don't want to get malaria. So they have a mosquito net, and they're now drilling holes in the sand with sticks to make the bed for me, and then I'm gonna sleep over that. Ça va? All right, good night. Life update, it's 5:31 a.m. It's just getting bright outside, and the pygmies have been up all night drinking, smoking, and dancing around the fire, singing their songs. I feel like I'm dreaming right now. I cannot explain to you what is happening, but I can't make this stuff up. Just to reiterate, it's 7 in the morning and we are in the middle of the jungle and the pygmies have been dancing non-stop for about 8 hours now. It's such a beautiful thing to witness. Oh my god, I'm so happy that I came here. Life is amazing all around the world. This is just one small example of it.
They drank more than 20 liters of alcohol.
How do you know?
The bottles are wrong. Yeah, it's empty.
I found the smoking corner. These old men rolling up some... Wow.
Hey, go.
Oh wow, that's how he likes it. Amazing. Wow. Ça va? This is the bag. Yeah, it's definitely weed. I don't know where they get it from.
C'est bon, c'est bon, c'est bon.
Wow. I have no idea what this is, but I'm gonna try it. It definitely tastes like weed. It's definitely weed. I don't know where they get it from. So we're just chilling, everybody's stoned. It's so crazy how like anywhere you are in the world, people are the same. so cool. What a day, what an experience. The last 24 hours of my life have just been magnificent. The pygmies are so cool and they were so happy to see me. I felt very welcomed and comfortable at all times, unlike my experience in the Omo Valley of Ethiopia, which felt like a tourist trap. This is honestly, truly one of the best travel experiences I've ever had. Just to wake up in the middle of the forest to 50 pygmies drunk, dancing around a fire, enjoying life, and welcoming me in. I can't think of a better way to spend a day. The main reason why I travel is because I'm so curious on how other people live, and it's just a beautiful thing to experience. I'm so happy that I came here. Hope you guys enjoyed this story as much as I had fun making it, and good morning from the Central African Republic. See you later, guys. Do they have information about the outside world? Like, I'm from the USA. Like, has he heard about that, or does he know anything about America? He
He said no.
He's never heard of it before.
No, never.
But he understands that, like, I'm clearly from a different country, so because I look different.
No. Naso itati so kamen zarati ya mulu kas luga inamba getizo ngite luga bai.
Okay, he said that he's happy to see you because you are different from them, and if a different people is coming from your country to here, he's very happy to see that you want to see them and you want to see how they are living. It's making me very happy.
Awesome, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to say about you or your community?
Atesi mo maintain adafu maintain andoji mo veni wa andoji community chimoni.
Do
Me salu na bed mo ngagi.
do teneti lachindi kwe awunji yawe. Andoji kujiri tindi kwe awunji yawe. Tena bati kujiri tendi kina na pe kwa ni encore apa.
Yeah. At the end, all he can say is that thank you for coming here to visit him, to take some pictures. He's very happy to see that people want to see him and all his community.
That's so amazing. Thank you so much.
Lieutenant Janmi niko nikina muziko tasini na mingi zo moyeda ngate na nikanjina mita la na lijule yako amnyomanga ligi yako zo.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup. That was a great interview, man.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
He said that he wants more.
He wants more. Tell him that he's a champion. I'm Drubinski, and if you like my travel videos, please click subscribe and join me as I plan to visit every country in the world.